Right now I'm reading Civil War 2.
Absolutely.
They are 4 issues in. Pretty damn good. So far. Well, this is spoiler warning, spoiler alert. I don't know if you've read it. If you haven't, turn down your volume.
War Machine.
Skip ahead.
War Machine.
But yeah.
Always first.
Rhodey.
Always first.
We are.
Always first.
So what happens is this Inhuman Ulysses. He was embedded with this power through the Terrigen Mist, and he can predict the future. He can see the future. So in that case, in issue 2, he saw a glimpse of the future where Thanos came down and just caused destruction. So they went to go fight him, and as it so be, War Machine took a hit. War Machine took a hit.
Real good allude to the Civil War movie.
He is yeah. That's what I was, man. The first thing when I first saw that, I thought about Civil War the movie. I was like, man, they
got us again.
They didn't do it there, but they did it in the book. They did it in the book.
I heard somebody else took a hit too.
Yeah, She-Hulk went down pretty bad. In issue 2, and then in issue 3, we lost another person. We lost Hulk, Bruce Banner.
What the bejesus?
Yeah, he died.
This is like Game of Thrones.
He died. So what happened was Ulysses had another prediction about the future where the Hulk goes out and just rages and just causes mass destruction, world destruction, and everybody goes down. So of course, Iron Man, he's in the mind that we shouldn't go out and just stop the future from happening. Whereas Captain Marvel's side is, you know what, we need to stop this before something does happen. We need to take action now. That way, we don't lose as many casualties as, one. We don't lose more than one if we do. So they go visit Banner. They go confront him about, has he had any outrages? What is he doing? What is he working on?
Everyone had a Hulk intervention.
He was working on it. He hadn't had an outrage in over a year, 6 months to a year, they said, and he was working on something that would kind of just keep it in check for lifetime. So they were like, "Are you sure? Are you sure this is what you're doing? Have you not had any outrages?"
Treat him like a crackhead.
So yeah, they were basically questioning him to the point where he almost got angry and it caught up with him. So then, out of the bushes came an arrow and shot Bruce Banner right in the back, and it was Hawkeye.
Of course.
So they took Hawkeye to trial, and they pretty much dropped the charges because what happened was he confessed that Bruce Banner wanted him to shoot him in case he hulked out. So it was actually Bruce's idea that he shoot him. So they exonerated him, and that just it caused a rift because again Iron Man is like, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be killing people ahead of something we can stop. And Captain Marvel, let's stop it. Let's prevent it. And Ulysses, at the end of issue 4, this current issue, Ulysses sees another thing that's going to happen. So, as you would know, Captain Marvel's on her way to stop it, and just as she's about to leave, Iron Man shows up with his team. He says, "We can't keep doing this. People are going to keep dying." So they left issue 4 off at them coming together. So I think issue 5 is going to be
a rumble.
It's about to be a big rumble. And at the end of the issue, it shows who's on their teams, and the last page, Captain Marvel's like, "Oh, I have friends too," and it was all of the Guardians. So it's gonna be a big rumble the last 3 issues.
The movies are gonna go off comics.
No, totally different.
So I mean, they're gonna take a little bit.
Do you feel like you should intervene with the natural flow of the future? I think that's kind of what the theme is. That's kind of like Flashpoint. Like Barry Allen has so much power that he can just time travel and change time.
Mm-hmm.
But do you act on those powers? Because I mean, some things are just meant to happen. So when you change something that's meant to happen, time is just going to replace it with something else.
Something else.
So you can't dodge what's meant to happen.
That's a tough call, because at one point you shouldn't be looking into the future.
Absolutely.
It should be whatever happens, and let's prevent it. Whereas I can see Captain Marvel's side is, you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know how far it's gonna have, what impact it's gonna have. So in order to stop it, I think your best bet would be to stop it before it just becomes catastrophic.
Okay.
But that's where I see it now. I'm more of a Captain Marvel fan than an Iron Man fan, so that's where I kind of lean. But we'll see where it goes.
Is everyone Team Cap as far as the Civil War movie, or Team Iron Man? Does it come down to really just one being
since
controlled? I don't like being controlled.
I have no choice because I hated the 3 Iron Man movies. So I'm back to a corner.
Could you understand Tony Stark's side though?
But what side was it? Black Panther?
Exactly.
That Tony Stark's side, so.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really on.
That's true. He was
just trying to get Bucky.
He
He was for his own agenda. He just happened to fall within Tony Stark's.
Yeah.
That is true.
I think I'd go Cap side. Just because you should be able, if you're a superhero, you should be able to protect your identity. You should be able to fight for what you believe in. Yes, there's casualties. Yes, there's going to be war. But in the end, that's what you're not assigned to do, but that's what your responsibility is. To protect the human lives.
But when you have unlimited power, you feel like it's okay to just act on it. I mean, like, how if like the government,
It's like
look
the
at it
same.
from the government.
It's different, but it's like the same thing with the new Civil War. It's just a different way to come at the same kind of topic. If you know something is going to happen and you can stop it, then stop it. If I'm a superhero and I know that a building's going to get blown up, I should have every right to go over there and stop it if I can get there and do it before anybody else can. Now, as long as I'm not abusing my powers, and doing other things like that, then everything should work itself out. I understand in the movie, yes, they did cause a lot of collateral damage. It was cool the way they showed it in the movie, how when you see it from regular people's perspective, they blew some shit up.
Yeah.
You see it from their perspective, it's like, oh, it's just another day.
Even when
another day in the life.
even that shot where Scarlet Witch was asked to get rid of the bomb, she didn't even think about it. She just did it. But then, of course, the casualties that were involved with it.
Right.
Then she thought about it. So I mean, they have a right to do that. But I mean, do it where it's not. Do it where it's not like affecting others.
But that's almost
There's no way. It's always going to affect others.
that's almost impossible.
But even if the government got involved with it, still affect others. They just want to be the ones who control it.
They want to police the police, but you can't police that sort of police. You know what I mean? You can't control. Yeah, you can't police a superhero. I mean, unless you have, which they did, their own set of superheroes. Yes, but it's kind of pointless. Because I mean, okay, you gotta know what you're getting into. If these people have, like I said, they have superior powers and everything, they can level a house. The house is gonna get leveled if they have to go up against super villains. It's just part of the territory. It's not like they can say, okay, we're gonna fight and nothing's gonna get destroyed. They're not regular people. 2 people get in a fight in the street, a car's not gonna get broken up. A car's not gonna get blown up. You know what I mean? 2 superheroes get in a fight. Yeah.
The beginning of D versus Superman, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah. But
that was ridiculous. That was in the Superman movie. They destroyed a ton of stuff.
Yeah, they could have.
I didn't even know there was like a Metropolis left because they went through every building, up and down. That was just kind of
overkill. Yeah. But
yeah, you're right. It is that.
But what Vision's saying is their very own power invites struggle.
Okay.
So like before there were superheroes, there were no villains. You know what I mean? Like there were no villains at a superhero level. Like if you have superheroes, you're gonna have villains because of the law of balance
It's
in
the
life.
yin and the yang.
Yeah. So if you take away superheroes, then you're gonna take away the villains. Is in a sense kind of what he's saying. It's like with the whole Batman versus Joker thing. Joker only exists because of Batman.
Yeah.
So like if you take Batman away from the equation, you take Joker away from the equation. It's like the universe is always gonna level out whatever you add to it.
The whole backstory wasn't the other way around, right?
Yeah, no, but I mean it varies. But like Joker said, his only motivation is Batman. 78% of the Batman's villains' motivation is him.
That sounds like a whole nother conversation
Yeah.
about he's crazy. He's gonna find himself on another Batman.
Yeah, he wrapped too tight, so I'm
Yeah,
sure
I mean-
if there was no Batman, I'm quite sure he's not gonna be like, okay, well, I guess I got nothing to do today.
I mean that's what they portray in the comics. Is just
True.
like superheroes bring out the villains.
But, come
Like
on.
if you didn't have any superheroes, would you have all these villains just destroying everything?
But the way it always works, there's always evil first and then good comes. It's not the other way around. It's not like Superman just flying around.
Or you can't have one without the other. So whichever one comes first doesn't matter.
But
Doesn't
the
matter
way,
what the second one
the
be.
way the medium goes is always the other way, right? It's always, there's some guy doing wrong.
Are you sure it's not always a hero comes when he makes a name? And he's
It's
like,
always some dude doing something wrong, and who's gonna stop him from doing wrong?
I've seen it in the story where the hero makes a name for himself, becomes a hero, then the challenge comes.
True. You're right.
But it could go either. It could really go either way. I mean, it could really go either way.
Good for him.
I'm reading Green Arrow's DC Rebirth and then Flash of DC Rebirth. I really kind of like what they're doing with the Green Arrow character, kind of taking like certain positive aspects from the show, bringing it to the comics. I really like how his suit and outfit is inspired by the TV show. Also, DC Rebirth with Flash, kind of like how they brought back like the Golden Age, Wally West, the Speed Force. I also really like the new villain for DC Rebirth Flash. His name is Godspeed. This man has the dopest look I've probably ever seen. So I really want to see him in live adaptation. Thank you.
That's okay.
I do not want to be a DC hater, so I need to know more about DC. I need to know about, because I want to enjoy DC as much as I enjoy Marvel.
I think Rebirth would be good.
Yeah, Rebirth
Could be a good pickup spot.
It sounds like it's
do that though.
Yeah, with Marvel.
New
Did Marvel
52?
do that?
Yeah, they did with New 52, but I mean, Rebirth is going back to like the OG.
Origin.
Yeah,
Like
like-
starting from a blank slate.
And that's why we have a black Captain America, right?
That's different.
Yeah. Black America, like Hydra Spy.
Female Spider-Man.
She's
Female Iron Man.
There's a black female Iron Man.
That's
There's
pretty
a black. There's a Mexican American Captain America. She's in A-Force.
If you want to get into DC, you should probably start watching the animated movies.
They're
That'd be good.
You really,
Yeah.
you really enjoy those, and that's going to hold you off until Justice League. Hopefully, Suicide Squad helps. Like I said, August 2nd, the reviews get let out. Nobody has that not high.
So a little bit more education on this whole Rebirth. New Flash.
New 52. So the DC continuity is pre-52, and then they reset everything with the new 52. And then the new 52, I guess, hasn't really gotten the greatest positive reception, so they reset everything again. And then, yeah, but DC has an entire animated continuity for its movies. So it'd be Justice League War, Justice League Throne of Atlantis, Batman, Son of Batman, hold on, so Son of Batman, Batman vs. Robin, and then The Killing Joke, which is not a part of that continuity, but something that you should watch. Also, 3 DC movies anime movies that I do recommend is, for anybody that's before you watch Suicide Squad, you should watch Batman Assault on Arkham. It's based off the Suicide Squad. It will get you hyped for the Suicide Squad. So
That's very good.
so we will watch that one first, and then after that you go to Justice League Doom. So Justice League Doom is based off the comics where Batman creates weaknesses for every single Justice League member on how to like take down every single member, but it accidentally gets to the hands of Adam Savage. So he ends up like carrying out all of them. Those are the 2 animated movies I would recommend.